the first 15 minutes or so, we really only offer the capelin. Those birds who take a capelin, we reward them immediately with lake smelt or herring strips, whatever that bird finds more appealing that day. Sort of incentivize them to eat. If they don't want to eat a capelin, that's fine. We're just going to have them wait for the first 15 minutes or so until we relax the rules. So we try to balance giving them a wide variety in their diet, as well as just fulfilling their calorie needs for the day. We also have to give birds multivitamins twice a day, calcium. Maybe some birds still need their medicine this afternoon. We try to sting it to them as best we can, but if they find the pill, and some of them will be looking for them, they are going to spit the fish right back out at land. So if you see back and forth with a particular piece of fish, that's a good sign that that's where their medicine's at. Obviously, it's important they get that every day as well. What I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to start a sound clip, give you a whole bunch more information on the natural history of Humboldt penguins. I'll be out here throughout the duration of the feed, hanging out back here if you guys have any questions for me, and also bring out a few penguin artifacts as well, so you guys can get up close and check those out. Thank you and enjoy the feed.
Welcome to the Aquarium of Niagara and to our penguin feeding. Penguins are flightless aquatic birds that lost their ability to fly several million years ago. They are birds which are perfectly adapted to their aquatic lives. The different climates and habitats where they are found are as diverse as the 17 species of penguins themselves. All penguins are found in the southern hemisphere, from the tropical Galapagos Islands to the freezing Antarctic coastline. The species on display are known as the Humboldt or Peruvian penguins. In the wild, they're restricted to the coastlines of Peru and Chile. The average weight of a Humboldt penguin is 8 to 10 pounds. Their life expectancy is believed to be 15 to 18 years in the wild, but in captivity they have lived more than 30 years. At first glance, all of them appear the same. However, each bird has its own individual pattern of spots and markings on their chest and head, which remain consistent throughout their lifetime. Our staff can identify each bird carefully by examining their markings. Our penguins are fed 1.5 pounds of fish per day, which is split over 2 feedings. Their diet of fish is supplemented with vitamins. We traditionally feed capelin, herring, and lake smelt. Penguins are extremely social birds and share every aspect of life with hundreds of others in huge colonies. Their social nature allows them to take advantage of limited nesting space. They often create distinct donkey-like braying calls. Listen to these pre-recorded braying sounds of our birds. These sounds are used for communication and dominance displays. In spite of their different homes, all penguin species share many characteristics. They are warm-blooded, flightless birds. A body covering of feathers and an insulating layer of blubber help to protect them from cold water temperatures. Long, flipper-like wings help these animals swim at speeds up to 20 miles per hour. Penguins have webbed feet for steering in the water and pointed beaks for catching food. Although a penguin's skin may appear to be covered with leather or fur, what you see are actually stiff, oily feathers. There can be more than 70 feathers per square inch. The feather covering helps penguins regulate their body temperature, ranging from 100 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit. The feathers overlap, much like shingles on a roof, making their coat waterproof. Penguins must clean or preen their feathers to maintain their watertight quality. A specialized gland produces oil that a penguin spreads over the feathers on its entire body. Because the feathers can get damaged or worn out, a penguin must periodically molt its feather covering. Molting simply means the animals shed their outer feathers for replacement with new ones. The usual appearance of our birds may confuse visitors. Although the birds look unkempt or scruffy, keep in mind that this is a natural occurrence and not an indication of illness. After they molt, the animals appear bright, shiny, and rejuvenated. Penguins are quite at home in the water. Their bones are solid, unlike those of their flying relatives. Solid bones help these non-flyers when they're diving and swimming in the ocean. Their movement underwater is very similar to the flight of airborne birds. Some species of penguins can spend 75% of their lives at sea, only coming ashore to breed and molt. Unfortunately, the sea is not only a home for penguins, it's also where you'll find their enemies, like killer whales, fur seals, and leopard seals. Penguins use their coloration, known as countershading, as protection from their aquatic predators. The dark color of their backs helps to conceal them from predators who are swimming above them and looking down into the dark ocean. The white color of their bellies helps them to blend in with the surface of the water, which is useful when the enemy is attacking from below. A penguin is extremely agile in the water and tries to outmaneuver its attacker to avoid danger. The breeding behavior of penguins is very interesting. There are no obvious external physical characteristics which distinguish males from females. Sexing is done through blood work or laboratory examination. The male-female bond that forms between Humboldt penguins is quite strong. They stay together year-round. They mate for life, but will select a new mate if their mate should die. Successful breeding does take some practice, since mating somewhat resembles one football trying to balance on top of another. Normally 2 eggs are laid at a time, 2 to 4 days apart. The incubation period is 40 to 42 days. Both the male and female share the incubation and brooding duties. The chick is fed regurgitated fish. A chick is ready to fledge or leave the nest anywhere from 3 to 6 months later. After this time, the chicks are more or less on their own. Normally, chicks do not stay around to form larger family units. In the event that 2 eggs are laid and they are both fertile, it is not unusual for the second chick to hatch to face serious survival problems. The first chick had already established its feeding routine and is larger and stronger. The second chick can be pushed aside and easily starved. This may occur in both wild and captive situations. Also, as the chicks grow and their appetites increase, the parents cannot always consume enough food to meet the caloric needs of both. In many zoos and aquariums, the second chick of a clutch is routinely pulled for hand rearing or is given to surrogate parents within the colony. We have successfully raised several chicks using a special formula designed for penguins. This species is listed as vulnerable due to habitat destruction and overfishing of food sources. This increases the urgency to maximize reproductive levels in zoos and aquariums. Genealogies of individuals are studied, and recommendations are made as to desired matings and production of progeny. We are proud to report that our colony of penguins has been reproducing offspring with a high success rate. Offspring of our colony of penguins have been sent to numerous other facilities in the United States to help ensure as diverse a genetic pool as possible. Reports indicate that birds transferred from here have also produced new generations. With recent breeding success, we are giving consideration to expanding our exhibit to accommodate new birds. At this time, you may wish to watch the remainder of the feeding or stay and observe the penguin's behavior. After the feed, one of our penguin keepers will answer any questions you may have. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your stay here at the Aquarium of Niagra.
All right, so any questions about the penguin feed at all? Anything left unanswered from the top of the top? As promised, they bring out the artifacts as well, and I get some feathers. You guys may consult some of them.
I want him to just put the green stuff inside. See, didn't just put the green stuff inside.
What's the green stuff?
So, green stuff on the penguin, that is penguin food.
It's our guess.
So they spend a lot of their time preening. They need to keep their feathers in nice, clean, working order. So she's actually molting. So once a year, Humboldt penguins and a few other penguin species go through what's called a catastrophic